All right, traders, what's up? Mike here with the watch list video for Wednesday, August 23rd. Another slow August boring day. It sounds like a broken record. I start every video that way lately, but that's the market we're in. Still some pretty neat stuff in the chat room for those of you that didn't make it today. I took a screenshot of this one. I gave the AAOI, which met our what we call a two-day high break, right? Topped at 15.59 this morning. And you can't see it, but that's exactly, well, yeah, it's exactly, this was the high yesterday. These are 5-minute candles. This was the opening candle today. Anyway, so I gave the two-day high break. You can see I did a market order when it was starting to push up, kind of in anticipation, hoping it would break. So I got filled at 54. The actual break happened within a few seconds of that. And then my sells were averaging probably around 16. So I don't know, close to 50 cents a share in probably less than 5 minutes. It was a good way to start the day. I'm a scalper when I take a trade. Keep in mind, these are 2-minute candles I'm showing you. So when I take a trade, in the opening 10 minutes or so, I'm a scalper. I am not I'm not going to hold it and let it whip me out after that. So anyway, it was a neat way to start the day. A couple others from the day that you might have missed if you weren't there. HKD by Clinton. 75-second mouse, meaning 575-second mouse, which triggered right there. I think the stop was 20 to 30 cents below, and you can see what it did. It went nuts after that. Great call by Clinton. And I gave the twos buy zone idea on this clean pullback into the twos buy zone anywhere in that circle, right? Stop below the red line, and it just went nuts. I think it doubled from there. This doesn't show the whole day, but I can fast forward here and show you the actual chart. 5-minute candles. So that was somewhere in probably right about in here, I think. We'll switch to twos real quick, and then I'll get on with the watch list video. That's where it was right there, the idea, and it just went absolutely nuts. So it did double, I think, from there. Anyway, that one's going to be on watch tomorrow. Listen, I have a very small watch list because there's just not a lot of standouts. I focus on stocks that are in play, and there's not a lot of stuff in play right now. So anyway, here goes the stuff we're going to be watching tomorrow. Real quick, let me throw up my description of what I do. All right, so there you go. Intraday trading. There's the shorthand version, intraday trading. Pause the video and read that whole thing if you're new to my videos. So back to the list, ACHR. Sold off today intraday, but kind of had a decent finish, kind of climbed up. Anyway, it's strong enough that I want to keep it on watch, right? It's kind of hovering in breakout territory there. APRN, sleeper pick, but I like the looks of the chart a lot. I'll put that horizontal line there from those highs back in June. You kind of have a little cup and handle for me. And I think there's a lot of shorts and a fairly small float in this one. So that one's interesting to me. PWM, remember this one when it came public and just went absolutely nuts? And now it has come back to almost round tripped. And for some reason on these IPOs, TradeStation doesn't give me any volume. It's weird, but so you can't see any volume on there. But a nice little pop today. So I think that could have a follow-through day tomorrow. We will only trade that. I'll only trade it if I get a proper intraday setup. BGLC had a volume spike here that topped out at 163 and is starting to curl back up again. So kind of interesting. It had no volume at all back in here. It looks like, I don't know what it looks like, paint splatter. But it did start to get volume here. So the short-term chart there is interesting to me if you can ignore the rest of it. PSFE had the big breakout here. I think on earnings came back down, rode the 20-day for a couple days, and is starting to curl back up. So I will have that one on a chart. VFS, it's stupid extended now. I'd like to see that come in for a few days, but I'm a day trader, so I will have it on a chart. SPGC has only been trading for what, 5 or 6 days? Again, on opening day, this hit 30 bucks, and now it's down here. I don't know where it closed. Somewhere in the low twos. Anyway, there's a lot of traders watching it. Again, it's kind of stupid, right? Only 5 days, and it's at all-time lows. But it's one of those that may catch a bid, so I am going to keep an eye on it. HKD, I've always hated this stock. Every time it pops, it comes back down, and today is actually no exception, even though a great heads up by Clinton today on an intraday trade. For a while, I thought, hey, this one might hold up and have a strong close, but it did what it always does and comes back down. But it actually did have a headline this time. A lot of times it runs on no headline. So I will have it on a chart tomorrow, but you got to be careful with that one. GNS is just one that's been chopping sideways after the volume came in, but it held up okay today. So I'm going to keep that one on watch. And then SOS had the big rip yesterday. Quiet inside day today, maybe a third day play, but I don't love it because if you look at where it closed, everyone from today and yesterday over this level is underwater. Again, I don't hold overnight, but people that do, right? So you do have a lot of overhead resistance now, bag holders, whatever you want to call it, but it still may give a third day play setup. And keep in mind, I make my money between the bells. I'm a day trader, so maybe it gives an A+ setup. I'm not in love with this list at all. Hopefully we'll find a decent gapper or two or one of these, or a new stock will emerge tomorrow and we'll catch a couple nice trades like we did today. Just watch yourself, keep your position size small during this low volume market. And I'm done babbling. I'll see everybody in the chat room in the morning. Have a good night.